If you're a fan of the adventure genre, then you're probably wondering which upcoming adventure games you should keep an eye out for, and what platforms will they be available on. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the top upcoming adventure games you need to play. Make sure you stay until the end of the video to catch them all. You don't want to miss this. Stray. Stray is an upcoming game that teleports you into the life of a crime-solving cat. Set in a cyberpunk-styled world, you inhabit the life of a cat through third-person perspective in a world full of robots. There are no humans, and that could be the reasoning behind the crime that must be solved. Where have all the humans gone? Is this cat the last bridge between normal life and a world inhabited completely by artificial intelligence? If you have ever wondered what it would be like to take on the life of a cat, and one that solves crimes, then this could be the game for you. Solve puzzles to advance the story. There are open world elements as there's a focus on atmosphere and art. You'll attempt to return to your family while being comfy by your trusty robot sidekick, B12. There'll be enemies in the game known as Zurks, who will attempt to stop you by coming in waves. The questions about these enemies and the drama of solving the world's crimes will be answered when playing Stray. Stray will be available on PS5, PS4, and PC. It's set for an early 2022 release. Lord of the Rings Golem. Lord of the Rings Golem is the next installment in the story of the Lord of the Rings franchise. In this game, you'll follow the journey and life of Smeagol, a hobbit-like creature that allows the rings of power to torment and turn him into the infamous Golem. Many popular characters and moments from the films may take their appearance as your journey sees you turn from a gentle creature into a twisted version of your own self. The game will focus on climbing and stealth-like abilities. You'll also need to feed into both sides of personality, as your decisions will directly affect which side will come out stronger in the end. Gentle Smeagol or twisted Golem. There's no telling how many orcs will attempt to stand in the way of Golem, or if the power of Saruman will twist the creature further. Follow Golem as he is a prisoner in the depths of the Dark Tower and is running with the elves of the Mirkwood. Could Legolas make an appearance? Lord of the Rings Golem will be available on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch. The game is set for a fall release in 2022. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. If you're a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy comics and films that have swept the world, then what would be better than playing as the smart-talking lead man Star-Lord? Follow Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, and Drax the Destroyer as they get into rocket-fueled shenanigans throughout the galaxy. You take control of Star-Lord using elemental attacks produced by using his elemental guns. Fly through the air with your rocket boots, while other members of your ragtag group are controlled through artificial intelligence and commands given directly by Star-Lord. Putting together combo attacks that utilize special attacks are bound with your teammates to create a massive area of damage. Depending on which team member you bring along on your missions, you may have to make some tough choices that will cause your team to trust you more, or disappointing answers will move them further away from your favor. With another great soundtrack added, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is sure to be a lot of groove-filled fun. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy will be available on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and Nintendo Switch. The game is set to release on October 26, 2021. God of War Ragnarok. The next installment of the God of War is nearly here. Following Kratos, his son Atreus, the headless sidekick, and Norse god Mimir as they battle their way through the frozen lands of Norse mythology. God of War Ragnarok is a direct sequel to the reboot of the highly successful God of War game that was released in 2018. The new chapter will follow the events of Kratos and Atreus as they battle with more gods and goddesses. What Norse gods will come after Kratos? Will Kratos be able to protect his son again? Will the Blades of Chaos return? You take control of Kratos and his trusty Leviathan axe while you uncover the secrets of the gods that exist in this realm. With combos unlocked as you progress in the story, what new weapons will be at Kratos' disposal? Will Atreus be more involved besides shooting his bow to dispatch would-be enemies? Slash your way through enemies to uncover more secrets of this land and dive deeper into the dramatic father and son dynamic that will likely be tested even further. God of War Ragnarok will be available on PS4 and PS5. It's set to release in 2022. Halo Infinity. Halo has been one of the most exciting and storied franchises since its initial release in 2001. Now, the next chapter of the Master Chief begins. You take control of Master Chief in this first-person shooter adventure game that takes the Chief through a damaged Halo ring. Halo Infinity is the last part of the Reclaimer saga and will be Master Chief's greatest challenge to save humanity. In Halo 5 Guardians, the once friend of Master Chief, AI Cortana, used war machines called Guardians to take over the galaxy, believing the machines and AI to be the rightful rulers of the entire cosmos. Although Master Chief was not the focal point of Halo 5, he is promised to be the main element in Halo Infinity, in what promises to be the most human chapter of the Halo franchise. What could possibly be happening next? next? What will Master Chief have to sacrifice to return to the galaxy from the clutches of total artificial intelligence takeover? With what promises to be an even heightened multiplayer experience, Halo Infinity could be the biggest Halo yet. Halo Infinity will be on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It's set to release on December 8th, 2021. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus is the latest and next installment in the Pokemon story. Take control of your trainer as you explore Pokemon's first ever open world game. Travel back in time to one of the first instances of Pokemon historical knowledge. You can catch wild Pokemon at any turn while braving landscapes and wide open lands. You are set in one of Pokemon's earliest regions, Hisui, which is the makings of the known Sinnoh region as it stands right now. In the Hisui region, you are attempting to build the first ever Pokedex. You can battle wild Pokemon by releasing the Pokemon you already collected, or simply throw your Pokeballs at any wandering and free creature walking by, though some may need to be caught in traditional battles. You'll still be given the option of 3 starting Pokemon, Growlithe, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. For the first time in the franchise, your trainer will take damage directly from Pokemon, and should you pass out, you'll recover at your base camp. The sky's the limit when attempting to track down the newest legendary Pokemon, Arceus, while also chasing the brand new evolution of Scyther, Clavor, which is a de-evolution of sorts. Pokemon Legends Arceus will be available on the Nintendo Switch. It's set to release on January 22nd, 2022. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild took the gaming world by storm when it was released in 2017 and became one of the highest rated video games of all time. The game followed the mysterious nature of a long-forgotten society of heroes that battle a dark force known as the Calamity. You battle beasts in a completely open world game to save the souls of former heroes. With their power, Link can now battle Calamity Ganon and save the land of Hyrule once again. Breath of the Wild takes place at the end of the Zelda timeline, meaning that the game exists solely as the end of the franchise. Now, the newest chapter takes place since the epic battle of the first Breath of the Wild game. Footage of the Breath of the Wild sequel was shown during a Nintendo Direct, hinting at the fact that the sky will now be the main place of origin for this new story. The hopes are that the open world and non-linear style of the game will hold up in the sequel, and Link will once again need to save Princess Zelda while fighting a much stronger force. There's no current title for the sequel, as developers have stated that the title will give away some functions of the game. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available on Nintendo Switch. It's set to release in early 2022. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about some of the most anticipated and most talked about upcoming adventure games for the end of 2021 and 2022. What game or games are you looking most forward to playing? Mine personally, Halo Infinity. Leave a comment and let us know what you'll be playing.